I'm Dave Taylor, and I want to welcome you to the launch of Sales Talk. Sales Talk is an online forum where we are going to talk about selling. I recently have put a sales course online that I compiled probably in 1980. I went in the home improvement business in 1978. I had worked for some other people before then. They disbanded, so I started my own company in 1980. Ultra Exteriors is the name of the company. In fact, we have a website. I'm retired, but my son still has the company, and this is the actual website. Now, I'm showing you that because I want you to know who I am, because the sales course that I have written is not something that I just put together and went online to sell it. This is something I have used personally for over 40 years. I went in business in 1978 and then realized that I wanted to expand. I actually wanted to have a big business. I was young and I really wanted to get out and show the world that I could put it together. And we did. We put together a multi-million-dollar business. But I compiled this sales course through seminars and through people that I had learned from. There's really not any great and brand new ideas, but if you can compile and put together and understand why you're putting it together, you can come up with something really great. And I think I really did. The sales course covers sales from the first time you meet a prospect through how to handle that first meeting, and then to find out exactly what the needs and wants are, and then to sell the company, because you have a company that you are representing. You sell the company. That's the next step. And then you find that need, and then in the presentation you cover a product or a service that you are presenting to this person in such a way that it does something for them that they need done, whether it be maintenance on a home, or whether it be perhaps it's a security system. Whatever it is, you make a presentation, and then at the end of that presentation comes the close. And the close is just simply something that happens after a very well put together sales presentation. Sales is not something where it's confrontational. It's not you against them or them against you, or here's what you have to do and here's how you twist an arm. No, this is selling with persuasion and not pressure. What we do in the ideal sales situation is we find a need and we get on their side of the table and help them solve a problem. We solve something that they need solved, whether it, as I said earlier, maybe exterior maintenance, maybe the windows if you're in the home improvement business, or you might be selling an automobile. They might need a work truck. Whatever it is, help them get what they want. That's what helps you get what you want. And the better you do it, and the more efficiently that you do it, the more people you are going to help, the more money you are going to make, and it's going to be a lifetime skill that's going to serve you very well. There's so many young people that especially need this course today. And they also need to be involved in the Sales Talk community. Let me explain that. How many times have you gone to a seminar, become acquainted with a new idea or a concept, and decide, I want to incorporate this in my life. I really like that. And then you get back home from the seminar, and for a few days it's just gung-ho and yeah, I'm making progress. And in a few more days, couple of weeks maybe, you find yourself right back in the same old rut you were in before you went to the seminar. Old habits are hard to break. New habits are hard to establish. That's where the Sales Talk community. Now, this is Sales Talk. This is just me and you out here on the internet. I'm talking to people around the world about sales and about life skills. Inside the Career Sales Institute website is Sales Talk community. Now, the community is where people that are involved in the sales course, have taken the sales course, are mentored. You now have someone and several people that are going to help you stay on track, help you get on track, and then help you in every step of what you do. Maybe you need help with a presentation. Maybe you need help with how to ask for a sale. Whatever it is, or maybe how to deal with an employer, or how to deal with a client. All of these things are going to be inside the Sales Talk community, where you have someone that's going to answer your questions. You're going to be able to ask questions, have your questions answered. You're going to have the ability to make comments, and it's going to be a place where we're going to celebrate victories and where we are going to work on the problems that you might be having and try to keep you on track inside the Sales Talk community. Out here, this is just you and I talking. I'm going to do it regularly because I have through the years put together not only a successful business, but I have created so many things that I have learned from my career that can be so valuable to you. Now, there's two ways that you learn things. You can buy an education, or you can get maybe online or somewhere, and you can learn. You can educate yourself that way. And if you don't buy an education, you're going to get one from the University of Hard Knocks. You're going to learn through experience. What I want to do is make that learn through experience. I want to cut that time and help you be more successful more quickly. Why? Because that's what I see in America today that is most needed. There's a lot of things that have gone wrong in the lives of many people. They're off track. They don't know where to turn. They don't know how to be grounded. This is where you become grounded. This is where we take the things that you're thinking and we present some new ideas. See, a lot of things you can't control, but you have a computer up here in your head that is it's more powerful than any computer that you can buy. And if you have stinking thinking, you need a checkup from the neck up. And you may think, well, I'm defeated. I can't do it. Wrong. You can do anything that you believe. What a person believes, conceives, and believes they can achieve. Well, I don't think I can do that. Kent never did do anything. My mother and dad told me that a long time ago. I have had many things to overcome in my life, and I'm not going to share those with you. At some point in time during Sales Talk, I want you to know some things that not bragging. I have nothing to brag about. I am a blessed person. I have had a great life. I have a great family. In fact, if I make it until September 2025, and this is June, I will have been married to the same woman for 60 years. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of her. Anybody put up with me for 60 years deserves a party, and I intend to throw one. I really do. But you can get there. You can get there. But number one, you've got to have the confidence. In order to have the confidence, you have got to educate yourself. The education comes in the form of a formal education, that's for sure, but then you're still left with an education, and it is life experience that's going to give you that confidence. It's using it. I remember I first started driving an automobile. I remember how that everything was just, you was just so, you just had to pay close attention. And then I'll never forget my first flying lesson. I learned to fly with an old World War II Army Air Corps trainer. He was a pilot in the Army Air Corps, and he trained pilots. Super. This was a prince of a guy at the time. He was a farmer up north of the little town of Florida here in West Texas. But I got in the airplane with him the first time. The second time I was ever in an airplane was my first flying lesson. I knew I wanted to fly. It was kind of since I was very small, I loved airplanes, and I still love airplanes. But I'm there, and he's next to me, and I'm white knuckled. I have got a grip on this, and all of this is new territory for me, and I am just being so into this, and I'm so uptight. And he reaches over and just kind of nudges me a little in the rib and says, "Relax and fly the plane. I am not going to let you hurt me." So we broke the ice, and I started flying the airplane, and of course became very familiar with flying the airplane, and got my private pilot's license. Later went on and got my instrument rating. But everything you start with, you are not going to be the greatest at it. It's something new. It's a new skill. And it's just like sharpening a knife. You have to get the right angle, and you have to stay with it in order to make it work. And that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to sharpen your skills. We're going to talk a lot about sharpening your skills. How do you sharpen your skills? You know why you should sharpen your skills, but how do you do it? Well, we're going to be talking about that. Also going to talk about many things that you'll experience in the way of sales, working for other people, or starting your own business. Do you want to be an entrepreneur? Do you want to start your own business? Or do you want to work in someone else's company and in sales? How are you going to succeed in that company? How are you going to get that job in that company? All of this, listen, I'm not talking about something that I came up with and I just decided to put this together and see if I can sell it. I'm talking to you about something I have actually done for over 50 years, which is sales. From the time I started selling snow cones every afternoon and making a snow cone route in a in a small community, or when I started following a guy named Emmett Powers, with him when I'm selling Kirby vacuum cleaners, or when for a short period of time I sold Waterless cookware. I have sold jewelry on the road. I have sold advertising. And then, of course, in 1978, I became an entrepreneur in the home improvement business. But I'm going to take all of this, and I'm going to share all of these things with you right here on Sales Talk on a regular basis, so that you'll know I'm just not blowing smoke. There's not some other guy. In fact, the young guys I've been working with that helped me put together the CSI website, or they put together the CSI website, they're brilliant. I don't know, I don't have a clue some of the things that they know in technology, and especially in online and algorithms and blah, 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 blah. They're brilliant. They're good at what they do. They have been doing it. I don't know, they're probably in their 30s, less than 40 years old, and just excellent. Honest, just good people, and I was fortunate to have met them. But I can say that about them because I have had experience with them. Well, what are people going to say about you? See, that's going to be the big thing 10 years from now. Well, what do people say about you? What have you done? What have you accomplished? You know, a lot of people would say after 10 years that they have 10 years of experience. But there's a lot of people in that 10 years that have 1 year of experience 10 times. They don't grow. And I always remember a plaque I saw in an implement house many years ago that said, when you're green, you grow, and when you're ripe, you rot. You got to keep moving. And that's what this sales talk is all about. Yes, I want you to go into the CSI website, CSI CareerSalesInstitute.com. I want you to get involved in the sales course. That's why I put it together, put it online, and it is for sale. It's not expensive. I want you to go in there and look at the website and go through that before you get down and you hit the part where you get the price. It's not expensive at all. If you learn one new skill that is a lifetime skill that you can use as a teacher or as a minister, a youth director in a church, if you learn these skills, you learn how to present yourself to other people and lead them into a direction that you know would be good for them. We have a motto. The motto of Sales Talk and Career Sales Institute is always do good. I've got some plaques being made that everyone that gets involved is going to get the plaque to put on their desk. It's going to say, always do good. Is it good for everyone concerned? Is it honest? Am I showing my integrity when I do it? These are concepts that are going to make your life what you would like to have it to be. I'm going to perhaps preach this because it is so important. I want you to be successful. I want you to have a super career. I want you to have a great family. I want you to succeed. If you succeed and others succeed, then America succeeds. The United States of America is a lot better place than you were born into when you leave it, if you make yourself what you need to be. So, this is going to be a regular feature. I am going to be on here in the next, I don't know if we're going to probably do it 3 times a week. I wish that you would subscribe to the YouTube channel, like and share on Facebook and on Instagram. And join me in making this work. Let me get the word out on Sales Talk. And then I am going to show you different things that I have done. I'm going to show you actual things that I have personally done. They asked me, well, how are you going to promote this online course? We can put it together, but how are you going to promote it? I said, I'm going to be me. I don't know anything else but being me. I'm going to be honest and tell people exactly what it is, exactly what it'll do for them, and exactly why they should get involved. And then I'm going to help them every step of the way. That's my commitment, and I promise to always do good. I'll see you in Sales Talk in the next episode. You have a wonderful day.